yes, lofts of clubs can be so confusing. That question, what did you hit there on the tee box? That's almost obsolete now because lofts vary so much from set to set, from manufacturer to manufacturer, and even in the models offered by the same manufacturer. Comparing them all can be as confusing as comparing mobile phone contracts. We all know how frustrating that can be. So let's break this all down for you so that you can understand lofts and how they work. Back in the 60s and 70s, iron sets were pretty simple. An average set from 3-iron to pitching wedge ran from 24 to 52 degrees in 4-degree jumps. The average 7-iron had 40 degrees of loft. But as golf evolved through the decades, the value of marketing distance was realised. And in order to say that this new club goes further than that, traditional lofts have been strengthened. Think of stamping a 6-iron with a 7-iron badge and you begin to get the gist. You're happy then because you suddenly hit your 7-iron much further. All of which though has meant that some modern sets of 3-iron to pitching wedge now run from 18 to 44 degrees. That is some jump. So how can they do all this? Well, to understand that we need to first understand that there is no industry standard when it comes to lofts. There really isn't. What manufacturers work on instead is a thing called perceived launch. So think of a good player with 3 windows stacked up in front of him. He expects to hit his long irons out through the bottom window, he expects his mid irons to fly through the middle window, and he expects to hit his short irons out through the top window. And nowadays, technology and manufacturing processes have advanced so much that modern game improvement clubs with their ultra thin faces and precisely placed centres of gravity can achieve that balance of having stronger loft for more distance while still launching the ball out through these perceived windows we spoke about. So what we're seeing now is a defined split. You have your game improvement clubs with those strong lofts for distance, and you have better players clubs that are keeping an almost retro or standard lofting system. So let's look at some examples. Just 7-irons. Now remember I said a 7-iron from the 70s that maybe Jack Nicklaus would have used would have had 40 degrees of loft. The new tailor-made M3 7-iron is 30.5 degrees. The M4 is even stronger lofted at 28.5 degrees. Callaway's Rogue 7-iron, that's 30 degrees. And the Rogue X is 27 degrees in the 7-iron. Ping even have 2 loft offerings in some of their irons. Their standard G700 7-iron is 29.5 degrees and their power spec version is 28 degrees. Then you have better player irons, which are typically blades. TaylorMade's P770 irons, for instance, have a 7-iron loft of 33 degrees. The new Callaway X Forge 2018 is also 33 degrees, and the Mizuno MP18 7-iron is even more traditional at 35 degrees. Of course, all this creation of game improvement clubs with stronger lofts leaves the problem at the end of your bag. If you hit your pitching wedge 150 yards and your sand wedge 100 yards, you'll need to bridge the distance gap with 1, 2 or even 3 gap wedges. So the issue of loft is not a simple one, but I hope this goes a long way towards explaining it. The best advice is not to worry about the club your playing partner is hitting. Choose the club that suits your game best and know how far you hit your clubs. Once you're tapping in for birdies, what else matters? From me for now, it's Donal out.